everybody, Pastor Ken here, and I am in the Family Life Center Gymnasium where we will have our annual breakfast, potluck, and worship this Sunday at 10 a.m. I hope that you'll join us for some great food and some wonderful fellowship. And if your last name begins with A through P, please bring an egg dish. If your last name starts with Q through Z, please bring a bread dish. But if you're that person who brings those wonderful egg burritos, well, you just do that. Dress as casual, bring kids in their PJs if you'd like, and let's ring in the new year together with some great worship, some great prayer, a short message celebrating what God has done this last year, and looking ahead together to what God has in store for 2023. Well, I was encouraging someone to join us this Sunday, and their excuse was, well, we have this family tradition of watching the Rose Parade together every year, so I thought, hey, why don't we just show the Rose Parade on the screens here at church while we eat breakfast? But guess what? The Rose Parade won't happen until Monday this year because of the Never on Sunday rule in the parade's charter. Now, so here's a little Rose Parade history for you. The Rose Parade began in 1890, 12 years before the first Rose Bowl game was ever played in 1902. The game was, in fact, created to help offset the cost of putting on the parade. The first games were originally not even played on New Year's Day until 1916, and they weren't played at the Rose Bowl Stadium, which wasn't built until 1923. The Rose Bowl game was the first postseason football game in the nation's history when it was first played in 1902. But it was replaced by chariot races in 1916 after Michigan destroyed Stanford 49-0. Now this year, the Rose Parade will be played on January 2nd, not New Year's Day as usual. This is actually because of the little-known Never on Sunday rule. The Rose Parade faced a dilemma in 1893 as New Year's Day fell on a Sunday like this year. Parade organizers were afraid that the parade would spook the horses that were located outside the many churches along the parade route for Sunday morning services, knowing so many people would be in church. The Never on Sunday exception has been observed ever since. So for years, church took precedent over the parade. So there's no good excuse for you not to join us, and I hope you will. As we begin this new year, I hope that you will encounter God in a powerful way. I know that most often this happens when we are in God's Word and in community. So I want to encourage you to be in God's Word in 2023. We have several resources at the link below to help you do just that. I know that I'll be using the chronological Bible to read through the Bible this year. And we'll have times throughout the year for people to gather together and ask questions about what they're learning, to learn from each other, and to find encouragement as we dive deeper into God's Word together. I also want to really encourage all of you to make this year the year that you experience Rooted if you haven't already done so. And get into a life group. Rooted will kick off on January 25th, and you can sign up at the link below or on Sunday morning. God has been so faithful to us in 2022, and I want to thank you for being part of what God is doing in our church family and throughout the world. Thank you for your ongoing generous support that continues to help people find and follow Jesus. I love you all. God bless you all. Have a happy new year, and I hope I'll see you here Sunday morning.